What's going on, my wrestling gurus? It's that time once again for a WWE pay-per-view. Yes, another one. And this one is Hell in a Cell. So I have my friend, and we are going to discuss this together. Okay, Tony, say hello to all your viewers.
Hello people. So, if you don't mind, I will start us off, right?
Sure, go for it.
Okay, well, I'll just start with this match. This match, has not been announced, really, it's not official, but, well, it's gonna be one of those matches, I'm just gonna go with a match that hasn't been announced, so, it's one of those matches that, probably will just, you'll have one of these guys come out, and then you're like, okay, this match is happening or something, they'll have a segment which will lead to this match happening, but they've been building towards it for a couple weeks now, so it's obviously going to happen at Hell in a Cell, which is going to be The Miz versus Bray Wyatt, another random feud for Bray Wyatt to be in, first is Kofi, now Miz, until Kane comes back, whenever, next month. This will be an easy pick for me, but I'm gonna go ahead and say Bray Wyatt will win with his finisher. So.
Yeah, I totally agree. There's no reason Miz should win this match. Plus, the Wyatt family really needs this because I discussed to you this certain topic that the Wyatt family, ever since they debuted, it was awesome. But after that, they don't do shit. But it's not their fault. The writers, creators, that's their freaking problem, right, Tony?
Yes, right. Agreed, Ryan. So that's that. Got that out of the way. All right, to go into the actual official matches, we have the pre-show or the kickoff. For the Intercontinental Championship, Curtis Axel will be taking on the big, bad, beautiful Biggie Langston. Biggie Langston getting his first title shot. This should be an okay match, I guess, really. Honestly, this is, to me, somewhat of an easy prediction. I mean, yeah, the match could go either way, in my opinion. But I'm going to go ahead and say Biggie Langston is going to get the win and win the Intercontinental Championship. Just for the fact that they just turned him face. They're giving him a push. You know, he main evented SmackDown. He teamed with Punk this past Monday on Raw. It just seems like they're doing a lot of good things with the guy since they turned him face. So I think this would maybe top it off, with him being face, turning him face. I just think that the belt should be used, the belt hasn't really been anything since, I would say, since Cody Rhodes held it. That's my opinion, at least. But hopefully, if Biggie Langston wins it, he can do things with it, defend it more often than when Curtis Axel defended it, and actually be a champion, and defend it. So I'm gonna go ahead and say Biggie Langston is going to become the new Intercontinental Champion. What about you, Ryan?
Yes, I totally agree. We'll see a new Intercontinental Champion, Big E. It's kind of weird that when he was a heel, he just kicked the ass and he didn't get no damn title shot until he turned face. Is that weird, Tony?
Yeah, but that's the way WWE likes to do things.
And then watch a couple of months later, he goes back to heel. So I don't know. Hopefully, this is gonna be a good run for him, because I agree with you about Axel. He hardly defended that belt, and it's his fault probably, and the creators and all good stuff. So we'll find out what's gonna happen. But I say Big E will be the new IC champion. Hopefully, it's gonna be a decent match. You know, Tony.
Yeah, what do you call it, though? It's kind of, honestly, the only reason Axel ever won the belt is because of his dad and stuff, so, it's whatever, but I just thought I'd point that out. We all know it's the truth. So.
Okay, let's move forward. For the next match,
Alright, we have a random jobber tag team match. Why, honestly, this is on pay-per-view when they could have this on, like, Superstars or some shit like that, but we have, the Real Americans being Jack Flaga and Antonio Cesaro with Zeb Coulter in the corner taking on Los Matadores, a.k.a. Epico and Primo, with that little fucking bull El Torito or whatever that shit is called. Honestly, this is a jobber fest. I don't like either of these teams. This will be a boring match, honestly, because they're both boring to me. The only good thing about Los Matadores is the bull. You know, that's really the only thing that people care about is because he's so fucking entertaining, which he is. But this is an easy prediction. This is just to get Los Matadores over and have them beat Real Americans. Maybe this will lead to an Antonio Cesaro face turn. I don't know, but my prediction is Los Matadores to pick up the win. What about you, Rai?
I'm going with the other team, but probably totally wrong because the un-Americans, oops, what do they call themselves?
Real.
Real
There.
Americans. I'm thinking about back in the day with the Attitude Era or rules of aggression with the um,
Last
testing.
Storm.
Yeah, I don't want to think about that, but whatever. That was a good stable back in the
It
day.
was.
Anyone gives a shit. But the real Americans have not been doing lately. They're gonna break up eventually, so whatever. They shouldn't be together anyway. Antonio is not really American. You don't see Tony?
Yeah, it's funny. Like before he joined the stable, he was dissing America and dissing American people. Now he's like, now he's praising them.
Yeah, I think they made a mistake in that department, but whatever. Probably they thought when he joined forces with Jack Swagger and his manager that it's gonna be better for him. What was it better for him, Tony?
No, it seems like it's been worse because when he was on his own, I mean, he was the longest reigning U.S. champion in recent memory. But since he's joined the team, he hasn't really done much.
Yeah, but I think Antonio should just go on his own and maybe face turn. But we'll find out if W wants to do it. It's up to them.
Yeah. So your final prediction is the Real Americans to pick up the victory.
Bingo, Tony.
All right. All right. Moving forward, we have another title match here. This is a rematch from Battleground. We have um, April Jeanette Lee, AJ Lee, defending her Divas Championship against Brie Bella. Like I said, a rematch from Battleground. This would be whatever, just a regular Divas match, not tag team, duh. Just a regular Divas match. Nothing special here. This is an easy prediction for me, but then again, I was reading rumors that WWE, it's possible that Brie and Brian will walk out dual champions, power couple or whatever. But that possibly could happen, but I don't know. I think AJ Lee is going to retain the belt after locking in the Black Widow submission and making Brie Bella slap her ass to the submission victory. Right?
I'm going with the opponent, Brie, and become the new Divas champion. Now I remember when Dolph and AJ was a couple, and they were thinking as a couple dual champion. I'm seeing over that a while back.
Yeah.
It never happened. So maybe
No.
this time this will happen. Dana Bryan and the Brie champions.
Yeah. So.
But we'll find out. My pick is Brie.
Okay. Brie for you, AJ for me. All right. Let's see. All right. Next match we have is going to be a. This actually looks to be a good, a fun, good little match. These matches are really always exciting if you have the right tag teams involved. In this case, you do. You have really, to me, three great tag teams. We have the defending tag team champions of the world, Cody Rhodes and Goldust. I like to call them Code Dust versus two-thirds of the Shield, Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins versus the Usos, Jimmy and Jay. This would be a fun, exciting, fast-paced match. To me, like I said before, all three of these tag teams are really good in the ring, and but this is really an easy prediction. Rhodes Brothers just won the belts a couple weeks ago on Raw, so they're obviously going to retain. I heard rumors that they're going to hold them the belts until up to January, and then eventually Goldust will turn on Cody, leading to a WrestleMania match between the two, which I'd really like to see.
That's awesome. Sorry to cut you off. So you say it's a triple threat match?
Yeah, and I'm saying the Rhodes Brother is going to retain.
I totally agree. Yeah, I heard a lot of rumors before. Brother versus brother at WrestleMania. That was gonna happen before, but I guess it fell through, huh?
Yes, it did.
So hopefully this time it happens. And probably Goldust is gonna probably screw his brother in probably be like a title match. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, actually, what I heard was it's possible that they drop the belts around January, and then like that'll start leading to Goldust turning heel, like maybe with Goldust eliminating Cody from the Rumble, or Cody eliminating Goldust from the Rumble, and Goldust getting pissed off about it, even though it's every man for himself, and that'll start the feud.
Yeah, it's the same thing what happened at Money Bank this past summer, right?
Yes.
So I'm going
Oh,
with
between Team Road Scholars, yeah.
I'm going with Goldust and his brother Cody Rhodes, still tag team champ, but it'll still be a good match. I prefer like elimination triple threat match, but I think all those teams will be in the ring at the same time, correct? Or they're gonna tag each other
I
team?
think you have two guys in the ring at once, so so basically it won't be all three, like one person from each tag team. It'll just be two people, and then they tag in with other. I think that's the way it works.
I prefer like a triple threat elimination, but I guess that take too much time for this match, you know.
Yeah, that would be kind of fun. And then again, they just did a tag team turmoil back at Night of Champions, so.
True. So once again, I am going Cody Rhodes and Goldust. So
Okay,
that's it.
aka Code Dust, as I like to call them.
Yep.
So moving on, so the start of our three main events. Let's just go with this one first. We have okay, this is gonna be a great match. Not we have Alberto Del Rio, the boring motherfucker that he is, defending his world championship that he's held for almost a fucking whole year. Versus Mr. Super Cena, John Anthony Felix Cena. John's returning from injury that he sustained like 2.5 months ago. This guy was supposed to be out 4 to 6 months. With the line sack of shit he is, probably either took steroids or his injury wasn't as bad as they thought it was. But I would say steroids. But it's not a proven fact. But I mean, everybody does take steroids. There's like no way to prove that he is taking them. But look at the guy. How can he recover this fast? So I'm just pointing out. But this should be a whatever match. Matches in the past weren't the best. This is really an easy prediction. I mean, then again, the match could go either way, but I it's been advertised that John Cena will be on both Raw and SmackDown. I think until up until Survivor Series, so it's possible he could win the belt on Sunday, and then drop it at Survivor Series, and then maybe a cash in will be involved with Sandow. But I'm going with the easy pick. It's easy here. Cena's gonna win the belt for like the third time he's won the world title. 12 or 13 time champion now he's gonna be. I think I've lost count. He's won so many damn belts. But John Cena to pick up the win. Sandow might cash in, but I doubt it. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, I totally agree. The only reason Cena's become champ because I guess the Rio was not really the champion they thought. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna help out SmackDown. I don't know if Cena's gonna be on SmackDown. You know what I'm saying? He should be.
Well, he is. He is. He is. He's gonna be on SmackDown up until Survivor Series,
See, that makes no sense. You know?
and then he's gonna be both on both Raw and SmackDown
Yeah.
up until Survivor Series, and then after Survivor Series, he's scheduled just to be on Raw again.
So I guess he's gonna drop the belt around me, Sylvester then.
That's only if he wins it, but I do see him winning it and having it for a month.
Of course, that makes more sense, and then probably gonna cash in, but we'll find out because what has Del Rio done with the belt? Nothing, you know, just holding it.
I could see a cash in. The reason I'm saying that is because what sense does it make for Del Rio to win back the belt and then hold it for 5 more months?
Yeah. So I guess Damien is I don't know if he's heel or face,
I think if he will cash in on Del Rio, he will be a face
but if he cash on Cena, heel.
heel. Yeah.
So we'll find out. But either or, Cena's gonna win. I mean, we could both be both wrong, but watch be no cash in again.
Yeah, or watch it be a draw or something.
Yeah, both guys would be knocked out, but I guarantee the Cena's gonna win. But because they said, I can't really explain because the SmackDown really needs a boost in the world title champion. You know?
And that's John for you.
Yep. Does he really need this? No. And then another thing is, I really think he is taking steroids. I think every wrestler is taking steroids, but they just don't want to say nothing because then they will get busted by McMahon's. You know?
Yeah. So moving on from that match, we have a match that I'm actually looking forward to. This could be maybe a good match, but I mean, I know their previous matches weren't really that good. The only match I liked out of their feud was the TLC match back in January, but that was because it was a TLC environment. But this could be a good match or be a shit match. But this can be a handicap Hell in a Cell match. Paul Heyman and the Big Bad Beautiful Ryback taking on CM Punk. To me, this could be a good match. Last year's Hell in a Cell match between them was pretty much shit, but this could be different or be the same. Um, I would say probably will be the same. I hope not though. But this is really an easy prediction. I've thought about it, and I've finally made up my mind that I know all along I was saying Ryback was going to win because Punk won at Battleground, but I was like thinking, why else would they put this Hell in a Cell environment for this match and have Paul Heyman involved as well? Well, it's simple. So for Punk to finally get his hands on Heyman and take him out, just throw him into the cell a couple of times, do something to him. But my prediction is going to be CM Punk to finally put this feud to rest and finally get his hands on Paul Heyman. But then again, I could be wrong. Ryback could get the win, but I don't see that happening because if Punk is going to take time off, I just don't see Punk getting attacked by Ryback or something where he takes time off that way. I just don't, because that would mean they'd have to continue the feud when Punk comes back. I just see Punk winning this match, ending the feud, and then maybe on the next night on Raw coming out and saying, I'm going to have to take some time up, I'm injured. Or maybe he won't even take time off. Maybe that was just rumors. But my prediction is CM Punk. So, Ryan?
Yep, it's gonna be CM Punk the best in the world, and a finally getting his hands on the snake in the grass, Paul Heyman, in this um, boring feud. It's not the best feud that Punk ever had, and he would definitely take some time off. He needs the time off and get ready for the biggest stage. Is um, the road to WrestleMania. I know it's only October, but you know what I'm saying, Tony. It should be a good match, but on paper, it looked like a good match. I mean, a decent match, but probably in if you watch in pay per view, look like a shitty match. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm going with Punk.
Okay, both of us going for Punk. It does make sense. Uh, all right, and we go to the main event. We have the Hell in a Cell match for the vacant WWE Championship. We have Michael Hickenbottom, Shawn Michaels, refereeing this match between Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon, and Randall Keith Orton. Our main event for this pay-per-view. Now, this should be a good match. I did like their Battleground match. I didn't like their Night of Champions match. And I liked their match they had a few months ago on Raw, the Street Fight. But this should be a good match. I mean, it depends what they do with the match, how they interact with the cell. Bryan's making his first appearance in the cell. That could be something different, kind of cool. But this would be a fun match to me. I hope it's a really good match. And it possibly could be match of the night. Like I said before, it depends how they do it, like how the match goes, what they do. But I know a lot of people saying, oh, Shawn Michaels is going to screw Daniel Bryan because he's best friends with Triple H. I don't see that happening. Here's what I see happening. I've read this online as well. It's a rumor. I could see Big Show coming out, ripping the cell door off like Kane did in '97, knocking out Orton, which leads to Bryan, getting the pin or doing his finisher, and then Shawn Michaels raising his hand, or Big Show won't even get involved, and Bryan will just win cleanly with his finisher, his finisher for the win. But either way, I do see Bryan winning, but I kind of do see Big Show getting involved some way, which leads to Bryan winning. But I honestly don't see Orton winning at all because I think this is going to be the end of the feud. It's time for Orton and Bryan to move on to new feuds, bigger and better things. So my prediction is Daniel Bryan to win the WWE Championship for the first time. I don't count the other two reigns because he barely had them. I know it's in the record books, but in my eyes, I don't count those as title reigns. This title he can hold for, maybe up until Mania, hopefully. So look for Michael Hickenbottom to raise Daniel Bryan's hand at the end of the match. So, Brian, your prediction?
I agree. Daniel Bryan will be the new WWE champion, and at the end of the night, people will say, yes, yes, yes. Tony, you might be right. Maybe Big Show will rip the freaking door and knock out Randy Orton, or maybe HBK will super kick Randy Orton, and Daniel Bryan will pick up the victory that way. Something's gonna happen, and maybe Triple H come out of nowhere and get really pissed off like he did for taking belts. Remember that recently?
Yeah, when the Rhodes brothers won the belts and he came out, pushed him out of the ring. Yeah, actually, yeah, Big Triple H could come out, but I do see Big Show getting involved, which will most likely lead. The way they're doing the Triple H story, the Big Show story, and it's going to lead to a Survivor Series match between Big Show and Hunter.
Oh yeah, you could just tell.
Yeah, I don't. A lot of people are saying they could captain their own teams, but no, I think it's gonna be a one-on-one match. That's gonna be the next time Triple H wrestles, in my opinion.
Yep. And Sylvester really needs some more star power because it's been a while that Sylvester has been good. 2012 was okay. The main event was decent. I was there live in Epiphania. Check out my video footage from that. And I heard a lot of rumors. This is just rumors, wrestling gurus. Maybe, just for one match only, HBK Triple H at Mania 30. That never, I know that will never happen, but I like to see that Mania. That never happened, and that had great chemistry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they have had good chemistry in their feuds over the matches they had over the years. That would be really great to have at Mania. They could go all out. I know HBK, and I know HBK won't be as energetic that he was in the past because he's gotten older. But I honestly, I mean, I do want to see the match, but it just makes it look like Shawn Michaels. I know his retirement thing is all fake. It was just for storyline purposes, but it would just kind of I don't know if people would get pissed off because he broke his word about he said he would never wrestle again.
Yeah, just get over it. And I think what happened because all the bullshit what happened backstage. You can say, Triple H. We used to have fun back then with the DX. Cause remember that segments with him and Stephanie. Remember that recently?
Yeah.
See, it could lead up to something good, or it could just be absolutely full of dog shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but then again, if you think about it, who else would there be for Triple H if he's gonna wrestle next year? Who else would there be for him to face? Really, nobody I can think of
Nobody
besides
really.
Shawn.
Yep. I mean, I think this match should happen in Mania 30. If it does, that'd be great. If it doesn't, oh well, But
Just for Hunter to bury Shawn once again.
I mean, they have all this history, and they never ever have a match at Mania. So do the biggest stage of all, WrestleMania 30, the 30th anniversary. I will do it if I was the booker. Would you?
I would too. Hell, fucking yeah. I mean, that's something I've always wanted to see. For the grandest stages of them all between these two guys, they have a lot of history with each other. DX members, Click, and just a lot of great matches over the years. And the thing about it though, it just feels. I think about it. All the matches they've ever had with each other, Triple H has always came out on top. So I think should give if they do have the match, they should give it to Shawn.
Yeah, but they won't. But and if they do have this match, make it a anything goes kind of match. Don't make a.
Oh, like a unsanctioned.
Yeah, but I don't think it will work in this kind of era because it's PG bullshit.
Never know.
I think some things they let it slide because number one is pay per view, and I don't know. I can't really describe it, and it's Mania.
Yeah.
So, anything you also want to say before we end this prediction video or podcast?
Well, yeah, I want to give a shout out to Matt W9B1. We were talking on Skype earlier, but he had internet problems, so I haven't talked to him since earlier. But hopefully he gets back on. Whatever. If not, I'll talk to you tomorrow, Matt. If that's only if this podcast is up tonight. Whenever you've seen this, so we'll Skype again, brother. Shout out to Aaron. Hopefully, Aaron, you're in a good mood tonight, brother. Hope everything's all well for you and Matt, all you guys, everybody on YouTube that's a fan of mine. If you're not, or if you are, I hope everything's going good for everybody in the wrestling community. And check out my predictions video. I just uploaded it about an hour hour ago. And I want to just go ahead and give this plug. I will be going to the WWE Live event on the December 6th, 2013. So I'm looking forward to that. I will have video footage, pictures. I will be buying merch as well. So stay tuned for all that. That's going to be really fun for me to do.
Oh, that's awesome, Tony. I cannot wait for that. Anyway, some quick shout outs. My friend named For Meyer Project, Boston Fan 70 V2. Or, actually, is it V1?
Boston Fan 79 V1.
Okay, sorry, V1. My bad. Go Dizzy. I know you're not around, but please come back on YouTube. We miss you. Steering Beast, Luke Cage, Son Barry, Freaky Yaya, and all them guys, Matt, Aaron, if you're listening, and my friend Nick, please come back on YouTube, and that's about it.
I got one more thing to say, and my last shout out, I forgot to say this. My last shout out is probably the best host in this industry, Mr. Ryan, Team Rai.
Well, thank you very much, Tony. I really appreciate it.
No problem, brother.
Okay, let's end this out. Let's end this podcast. So that's it. The Tag Team Champions are out of here, and have a good one. Enjoy pay-per-view this Sunday. Sunday, Sunday,
Deuces.
Sunday. Deuces. Enjoy pay-per-view. Hopefully it's a good one. Goodbye.